Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more.
Welcome back, guys. What's up? Today I have some hair from Celie here. First time trying out their hair, guys. As I told you, I'm kind of on a new wave now. I'm trying to experiment and try out different places, different companies, new things. But today I wanted to do a very easy, beginner friendly wig installation video. This has been requested by you guys, so I decided to go ahead and take the time out today and just take my time and make this super easy for you guys to understand, so you can go ahead and start practicing. So I have a wig that I got from Celie here, but first let's see what's inside the box. So when I open the box, I first see this drawstring bag. Inside the bag we have like a little booklet thing with information for their social media, all that good stuff. And then we have wig caps. You know, we always get wig caps in the bags. Ooh, they're so thoughtful. They sent a bonnet. I'm so grateful for this. Super grateful. You know, very grateful. Okay, the next thing I got in here, oh, I got some lashes. And we have an elastic band in here that says Celie hair. And then finally we are on to the hair. So we have this lace front wig. It's 24 inches. We have some information here on the front. It's 24 inches long, style WW. It's a 13x4 lace front wig and it's 180% in density. I'm going to put the specific name of this down below in the description box. I won't be doing anything in terms of coloring to this hair today, but I will be showing you guys step by step and super easy how to apply this if it's your first time doing so. It comes a little bit pre-plucked. So the strap that came in here is if you need more security and for it to be tighter, you can actually attach it to these portions here. There are combs, there are 3 combs in here to further secure the there's actually 4 combs in here to further secure the hair if you need to do so, and there are adjustable straps in the back here. So that's really cool. First things first, this always gets in my way and I always end up forgetting it. So I'm gonna just cut off the lace here. It's not necessary. I really love these textures, and I realize that for people who are even trying out hair or wigs or stuff for the first time, extensions in general, they love a good curly / wavy hair. So I feel like this was a good choice to do this beginners video with. This wig didn't come with any like parting, like pre-parting, but you can part it anywhere that you wish. So that's pretty cool. You're hearing like music in the background, like doom, like the bass of music. It's next door. I apologize. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to just installing this. So as you can see, I applied. It's really important. It's important to get a wig cap because it helps to protect your hair underneath the wig. I'm not gonna do a ball cap method today just because I'm not really going for like to wear this wig for a certain time frame, so it really doesn't matter to me if I do a ball cap method or not. But if you're interested in learning how to do the ball cap method, I'll link 2 videos down below where you can go ahead and check that out. So yeah. So as you can see, I always leave a bit of my edges out. That's just me. I don't want it all the way up on my edges.
Touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me.
I'm starting fighting, starstruck, but haters got some indecisive. I'm over fighting.
So if you notice, most of the times you get a wig, when you purchase a wig, you'll realize that the ear portion doesn't fit, and that's fine. All you need to do is just cut it down. So you just need to ensure that you're measuring it up properly. So what I do is just you feel out where your ears is, and you want to ensure that the wig is sitting right behind and above your ear. If you don't do that, it's gonna feel really uncomfortable, and you don't want that. So I just kind of measure it up, and then I cut away, and then voila, it's sitting perfectly. Now I don't do that for the next side just yet, because I like to just to simplify things. I like to secure portions at a time. I don't do one time gone. I usually do the entire hairline, but I realize that's kind of too much work, and it really have me like just simplify. To make it simplified, what I started to do is just do it in sections. Also, if you realize, I didn't cut away the extra lace, so this is something that really helps, so you can kind of see what you're doing a little better, because then you won't end up cutting away too much lace, and then when you go ahead and apply it, you're like, oh my gosh, I cut it too far, you know? So it's good to keep the excess lace, and then after you have secured the wig on your head, then you cut away the extra. Cool? Cool. So, tool that you need to secure. I used to use my Got2b gel, but I can't tell when last I used Got2b gel to secure my wigs. It's honestly, after learning about the spray and how fast it works, this was just a dub for me. This takes way too long, but it's really still good if you have the time and you want to sit down, fine. But it holds just as good as this. This is so strong, so I just use this nowadays. This though, I'll use this like when I'm doing ponytails and stuff, so that's why I always have one, always. When you want that super good hold, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll spray over the lace. I used to spray under the lace, and it just kind of got a bit too messy for me. So I realized that doing it over the lace and kind of just holding down and keeping it in place and then blow it, makes life so easy. Try it and you'll just be happy with doing it like that, okay? What I like to do too sometimes is kind of, before blowing it with the blow dryer, just comb back the hair so there is nothing flying around. Okay. And then I use the same comb to kind of just press the lace down. And always have your blow dryer on cool air. This stuff will not stick with heat.
This boy's some trouble. When he's around, my problems seem like double. His stupid eyes put me on ice, so no, no. Don't slow me down, don't wanna do this solo.
Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more.
As I'm drying it, I'm using the tail of the comb to just kind of, you want to ensure that you're continuously pressing down wherever you apply the spray so it really melts. This helps the lace to melt, as you hear them say, so you get that very skin-like and natural look, because once it's wet and it's pressed down onto your skin, it kind of helps to camouflage the knots. If you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope I'm not, confusing you with all this information, since this is a beginner's video. Okay, so I'll just do the same thing right around my hairline.
Oh, this is love, so come close to me while we're still young. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me. Feel uninvited. Left home in West LA. I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me, yeah, she needs to know I love.
So guys, as you can see, I'm all done with applying the Got To Be spray to the hairline. Now it's time to cut away the excess. Usually I'll take a scissors. I'm cutting as close as possible to the hairline without cutting off any hair. So just take your time and cut it, and try to not cut it in a straight line. Don't try to do like little like zigzag kind of like lean motions to have a more, you know, realistic look. So I'm not doing a completely straight line. And be careful because you don't want to damage the lace either. If you notice after cutting it, there's like a little pieces that kind of lifted. All you need to do, don't worry, don't panic. You can just take a little bit of your Got To Be and spray it. But if you don't want, you don't need that much. So usually I just spray a bit on the back of my finger and tap it in. Tap it in. And just allow it to melt back. I do this in sections as well. After that, I take back the blow dryer with the tip of the comb and just press it in. Honestly, after doing that, it is so melted. So you see the difference? So all you need to do, just do that going right down the line and you'll be fine. I know there's some people who don't like baby hairs and some that do. And if the case is you don't want any baby hair, then I'd say go ahead. You can get a wrap strip to further like press it down for like 10 minutes and you can go about your day. Yeah, but if you want a little baby hair action like I do, I've been loving it too. I love the more natural and toned down look. I really don't like when the edges look too forced. It really helps to give a more realistic look. So I'll take like the tiniest amount of hair at the hairline and I kind of just press it down on the lace. Like 10, and I do this in sections as well. Everything I do in sections, it just helped me to just do everything better. So after I part out what I want, then I take a scissors and I'll just cut off the excess here. And what I use for this now, I used to use the Got To Be spray, but I realized it make it too hard and I'm just over that look. So now I use just the mousse. And if you're worrying about if it's going to lift back, once you secure it down with a wrap strip or hair tie or something, it melts right back in and it's good. So I usually just spray a little of the mousse like here. If I realize that there's too much hair down there and it looks way too thick, I just pull back some of it out of the way, and that's literally what I just did. You just kind of eyeball it and play around it, and the mousse really allows you to just play around with it because then it doesn't dry that quickly. That looks like scalp. Who can tell me stand on my hair this? Look at that melt. For a beginner, you think I'm gonna look like you're a pro. I'm telling you, just follow this step by step. Just practice, guys. Don't get discouraged, just practice. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. As you can see, this is really not a lot. It's really not a lot. It's very believable looking, so I really love that.
Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. So
for the middle piece here, as you can see, I'm not gonna do edges there, I just brush it back and I give it a very natural look. So the mousse really just help you to just play around with it and see how you really want to form it and stuff. I don't want to confuse you guys too much, so I didn't really want to do like a baby hair type of tutorial or anything along with this, so probably I'll just have to show you that in another video or something. But as you can see, it's really simple. All this is just really practice. Then you can go ahead and get a wrap strip. So I usually just fold it in like half, and then I just put it over everywhere I just laid, and then you can further press it down and also blow dry again. This really just seals in everything and allow it to melt in like skin, okay?
So uninspired, on my way to play the bay while you're alone.
So I got glammed. I'm about to go ahead and do a photo shoot, and this photo shoot is one of those where she wants the most natural looking you. Yeah, I know I have on makeup, but as you can see, I did a neutral glam, and that's why I was focusing on making the hair look so natural. Now look at this. Look at the lace. What lace? It laid so perfectly. So I just want you guys to go ahead and follow those steps that I showed you guys carefully, and you'll be fine. I comb it out. You can comb it out, and it's in the same form, but it just have a softer look. It doesn't look crunchy. You understand? It really doesn't look crunchy at all. And as you can see, I didn't do a lot. I just did like these 2 swoops and a bit of sideburns. Now for the hair, I'm gonna go ahead and wet this up because I feel like, if you notice, I did not do a parting. I'm going to do a pull back look with this. It's up to you if you want to wear it in the same state or wet it up, but I'm going to wet it up with some water, and then I'm going to come back and just apply my mousse and everything. I got the hair completely wet, so now I'm going to apply a little bit of conditioner, just a tad. Doesn't matter which conditioner you use, guys, it really doesn't matter.
Touch me, touch me, touch me.
It's also a beach photo shoot, so I feel like this is the perfect hair for that. Perfect look. This wig is lit. Okay? Alright. And lastly, what is a wet look without your mousse? Now this is the mousse I've been using since lately. The one that I was using before was my favorite. My favorite is the Soft Sheen Carson, but I haven't been seeing it a lot. I don't know if they stopped selling it or what, but this is really good. This is L'Oreal Advanced Hairstyle Boost Volume Inject Mousse, and it says 24-hour body and volume. So this is what I've been using since recently. Funny thing is, I've worn so much curly hair, but I've never done the pull back wet look. I've always done the wet look, but having it pulled back, I've never done it. You know, and I feel like to do this look, in order to do this look, you definitely need a natural looking hairline to do so. So it's very juicy and wavy, and it will maintain this look because of the mousse. So a lot of people always say they try it, they put water in there with a leave conditioner, but it dries up. It doesn't maintain the wet look. The mousse helps to do that. Yes, it comes with a little crunchy feeling, but for me personally, I haven't found an alternative around that as yet. If you know an alternative, let me know. But yeah, that's what I do at the moment, and I don't mind a little crunch. That's pretty much it for my beginners lace wig installation, detailed lace wig installation. I really hope this was informative enough. I really hope it helped you guys. I genuinely do. I get a lot of questions about this, a lot of requests on this video, so I hope you guys see it because I get a lot of it's not just normally I get the requests. Finally got the time, I finally took the time out to do it for you guys, so I really hope you guys can appreciate it. If you liked it, if it was informative enough for you, go ahead and give it a thumb up. Try to get this video to like at least 3,000 likes at least. I would really appreciate it. And if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We're trying to get to 500k here, road to 1 million. All right, yes, I really appreciate all the support. And as you guys know, I'm going to be vlogging. As I said, I have a photo shoot, so if you're not already subscribed to my vlog channel, please go ahead and do so now at PETITE-SUE TV. I upload over there like at least twice a week. Get to see a little bit of what happens in the Jamaican lifestyle, you know, a little bit of my life. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And as I said before, I'm going to put the specific name on the hair, the specifications, everything down below. Thanks again, Celie hair. This hair is beautiful. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for now, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So until then, bye.